Louisiana Beer Reviews, SanTan's Juicy Jack. So Juicy Jack is a Juicy Hazy India Pale Ale. Well, we're used to seeing those, are we not? It's 6.5% alcohol. The IBUs are only 37. So it's probably going to taste more like just a pale ale. Independent craft brewer SanTan, founded in 2007, Chandler, Arizona. They use Cashmere and Mosaic hops, which they say explode with aromas of peach, guava, and tangerine. Got a born on date, guys. Let's see. So less than 3 months old. Thank you, Mo. Mo lives in Arizona, and he sent me a 12-pack, a variety pack, and those are the best ones to get because you get different varieties. Get to try 4 different beers, 3 cans of each. Don't know what the price point is in Arizona. I guess I could check some grocery store websites if I was curious enough. Gets an 89 out of 100 on Beer Advocate. There's the backside. Beer Advocate saying very good. Untapped giving it a 76, which would be like an 86 on Beer Advocate. There is 2 video reviews for this, so I'll have to check those out, see what people think. Okie doke. I did the Orange Little Alien, and that one had no video reviews until I made one. Okay, it's hazy, but it's not like thick with coagulants or like some of these like lupulin powder. I could see a lot of powdery sediment throughout. It is translucent. If I had direct sunlight on it, it would shine through. You can't see through it though. It's not transparent. All right. So it's a nice looking orange beer, orange ale. It's got orange and red for the color scheme, which lines up with the product. Okay. It's got hop oil notes, hop resins. I don't know about all this fruit they're talking about, but yeah, I guess juicy in a sense. Let's go with the taste. Cheers. Oh yeah, and you get that white bread crust that you typically get with any style of IPA, honestly. Yep, it's hazy and it's juicy. Now they don't say anything on the can about malt, malt beverage with natural flavors. So the flavors come from the hops. They just give it that juiciness. Some of these companies, who I won't name at this time, they really want it to taste juicy, so they'll add natural flavor. It'll say malt beverage with natural flavors. And some people would be like, it's amazing what you can do with hops. I say, yeah, hops and orange extract and peach extract, stuff like that. All right, nice lacing here on the glass. Keeping lacing, that's a good sign. Medium body, mostly dry finish. Tastes, like I said, tastes like a pale ale, not an India pale ale. A juicy, if they call it juicy pale ale, I could go along with that. But then people wouldn't buy it because it's like the IPA is the magic initials, right? IPA, the magic initials. Put that on something and people run to get it. Sweetness, nah. Very moderate. 2 out of 5 sugar cubes. Nose is itchy. Bitterness, low. They're saying 37, but it's not coming across like 37. Coming across like maybe 27, more like 17. So a lot of times the real world experience does not match the bitterness units that they get on the gauge. Okay, so If you're scared of India Pale Ale because you think it's too bitter, try this one. You won't. I don't know how anybody would think this is a bitter product. It's a little bland, honestly. I like bland beer when I get it for a low price. Like I bought a 30 pack of some bland light lager. Has taste, but it's marginal, it's mostly just a bland light lager. It's watered down, that's what it is. I saw a review this morning for Keystone Light, and they kept saying, this beer tastes really watered down. I was like, yeah, that's because that's what it is. They add water to it and make it watery, so therefore it's a light beer. Sounds better than calling it a thin beer. Okay, but I can't say too much. I bought a 30 pack of another brand from that same company, $19.99 a 30 pack. And I like to drink those light beers because I noticed when I was getting the 30 packs of the ice beer, fine, tasted good, I enjoyed it, has a better flavor, more excitement, but I'm going throughout the day, I'm doing this beer review and I'm drinking that, and then I'm doing a taste challenge with the bourbon, sort of blended whiskeys, and I noticed by the evening I was like, ooh, starting to catch up with me, and I'm thinking that's probably not a good thing to be. It's just you're taking in all this alcohol, and I don't have any interest in that. I like to taste beer, okay? As far as the side effects or the effects, maybe not a side effect, just the effect. I really could care less about that. I'm just being frank. People will ask me, what do you drink when you getting wild? You getting wild up on a Saturday night. I say, the same thing I drink any day of the week, just the regularly scheduled products. Of course, I make mistakes sometimes and whatnot, but well, yesterday evening, I'll give you an example. I said, oh, girl, drat, I'm out of light beer. I said, oh, yeah, I'm home from work. I do not feel like going out to the store and buying that. So I had two the Beast of Both Worlds, which is actually the more I'm drinking it, the more I'm coming around to it. It's a hybrid of West Coast style IPA, the old classic style, and the East Coast. You get the Beast of Both Worlds. Actually, it should be called the Beast of Both Possible Worlds, but I was really enjoying it yesterday. I drank 2 cans though. It's 8%. And I was like, now it's time to do my Monday evening whiskey taste challenge, which I like to do Monday evenings after work. And then when I was doing the challenge, I was thinking, woof. If I can watch one inning of baseball laying in the bed, I'll be lucky. And I watched some of an inning, and I was out like a light. But I remember thinking, like, man, Detroit, I like their caps with the orange, the road caps. And I think other people, and then I don't remember anything else. All right, anyway, it wasn't just that I was sleepy. I mean, I had woken up at 1:53 a.m., literally 1:53, so I could watch all the Major League Baseball highlights from Sunday. So I do that before work, so I have to space out a lot of time to be able to do that, drink coffee and watch the highlights. So common sense, if I'm going to wake up at 1:45 or a little later than that, I have to get to sleep early, and it's just getting dark, So I'm like a reverse night owl. Some people say, I'm a night owl, I'll stay up till 5 in the morning. Well, I'm like a reverse night owl. I'm so early to rise, I'm up for hours and hours during the night. That nighttime is like my daytime or something, I don't know. Anyway, back to the product. I do like the flavor. I mean, sometimes I'll bash a beer, and I'll like the flavor. It's just like the style of something is screwed up in it. But I mean, it still tastes good. It's just not properly. If they called this a pale ale, hazy, juicy pale ale, I'll be giving it a good score. It's still going to get a good score. So you want to call it an IPA, go ahead. You know, I mean, there's stuff on the other end that's appropriated term, like, you know, Dale's Pale Ale from Oscar Blues. That's really like an India Pale Ale. It's not really a true. If you gave that as an example of a pale ale to somebody, that would not be a good example. Whereas Sierra Nevada Pale Ale would be the perfect example. The prototype. Or an example of an old-time American ale, you know, like an old-style American ale would be like Ballantine's Triple Export, the Three Rings. Not that I've ever found it anywhere except for the Bronx. Oh yeah, I think Fleer Beverage had it in Manhattan. You know, it's Fleer Beverage is in Manhattan, but it's like right across this little bridge from the Bronx. It's like you could walk to the Bronx in 3 minutes. But I think it's called University Bridge, because you go in this Fordham University. But besides that store in Manhattan, Fleer Beverage, cash only, I've only seen Ballantine and walking around the Bronx, New York City. But that would be an example of that, or Lord Chesterfield for an old style American ale, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale for a modern style American Pale Ale, and this would be an example of a modern style so-called India Pale Ale, as you could see that. All right, so I'm going to save some for a photo, getting kind of low. I'm going to go like Untapped saying, they're saying it's good. It's good. I mean, a lot of beers are good. Most beers you buy at the store are good. There are exceptions. There are some bad ones out there, but if you just randomly bought beer in any store, 99% chance it's going to be good. But it's like bourbon. Try to find a bad bourbon. Like supposedly those exist. I've not run across one, but and I rarely run across bad beer. So that being said, so short story long, I'm going to score it at 83. It's good, but I mean, I wouldn't be buying it again if I lived in Chandler, Arizona. I don't even know where Chandler, Arizona is. Let's see. I've been to Arizona a number of times. Chandler, Arizona. See, Chandler. Got almost 200,000 people. Oh, I see. It's close to D18. Oh, I see. It's by Tempe, Arizona. Which is next to Phoenix. So, I see. You're right along Interstate 10. Go to Chandler, then you get to Tempe, and next stop, Phoenix. And I have relatives. My first cousin once removed, my mother's first cousin, once removed upside for me. He lives in Arizona, in Phoenix. Close to, well, he lives in Phoenix, but he would be very familiar with Chandler. Oh, okay. So basically a Phoenix, Arizona production, outskirts. And I would like to go to Phoenix and eat at Mel's Diner. I've been to Phoenix to the Diamondbacks baseball game. That's basically what I did, and stayed at their house when they lived on the old, where they moved away from. They moved to a bigger house. They lived on Ray Road. But anyway, enough of that jibber jabber, all the jibber jabber. And I'm gonna end this review by saying, y'all go to Chandler, Arizona, and and Interstate 10 runs from my town all the way there. You know, I mean, it doesn't start in my town, but it runs through the north side of my town, and I could pick it up, I-10, Interstate 10, and go whoop, straight. Never have to get off the highway except for gasoline and the bathroom, and go see it. So take a brewery tour there. Thank you.